you lovely individually creatures.
Yeah, you liked those, didn't you? They were just aggressive. They were like, yeah.
What, the claps? The Mickey clap.
Right in that booty hole, right, bro? Mm.
Oh, I guess we're coming back with a bang.
You're getting those cheeks just all... How would you classify that? When you're smacking the cheeks to heat them up, but not necessarily damage them?
You put the buns in the oven.
A slow roast. I like it.
You got to toast it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rhinos Aliens show. This is episode 155.
155.
You rocking with the number one podcast in Western New York. It is me, the Don Dada of all Dons. Hello. I missed you.
It's nice to have you back, bro. It's nice to have you back.
It's nice to have us back, because who else do I have?
Nature boy.
Nature boy. Come on, guys. You already know the routine. I'm sorry we've been going for a little while. We had to live with life, and we had to deal with some stuff.
We had to regroup.
Yeah, we had to put our shit together. But other
more
than
so
that,
my shit, but
more so mine too. But it's okay.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But other than that, I've missed you guys. It's been about probably a month or so since I've been on here. So I'm back like cook crack, and and I wanted to say I missed you guys.
Okay, so well, first off, we were talking about Elden Ring. I just want because those thoughts are fresh in your mind. Let's just get into that real quick.
So, guys, I don't know if you guys have paid attention. I'm pretty sure you guys have. It's all over YouTube and everything else.
By the way, it was the number one game on Steam for at least 6 straight weeks.
Yes, the game has been out since the 22nd of March.
So it might have been 7 weeks then. Either way, it was 6+ weeks.
Is it March or February? I want to say February, actually.
No, it was end of February.
Yeah,
because you remember it was the stacked February.
27th of February.
Yeah. It was Dying Light 2. It was Horizon Forbidden West, Elden Ring. All those games are just
Dying Light 2 was actually pretty good. It was just not as good as the first one.
Really?
Yes.
Why? Too much?
Not as far as too much. It's kind of just similar in a lot of ways, but it also, I didn't really like the storyline.
Oh, wow.
I didn't like no. Storyline was okay until you get to the end. Once you get to the end, then you get a little confused, and it's like a plot twist at it. But it's like
it doesn't hit right.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay.
Other than that,
did you play Horizon?
No. No.
But you're playing that Elden Ring, baby.
I definitely am. Horizon, I can't play only because I didn't finish the first one. The first one kind of just threw me off. Although it's a good game, it just threw me off. I don't know.
Real quick, before you get into your
down off of it,
your Elden Ring rant, I just want to say, Dying Light, if you want to complete the game, 500+ hours without any DLC or expansions.
500+?
Yeah.
The fuck? Oh, that's completely completing it, though. Side missions and all that.
Yeah.
Never.
Horizon Zero Dawn, if you want to fully complete everything, it's at least 50+ hours, which, by the way, it seems like a lot less compared to 500 hours, but still, 50 hours after a 500-hour game. And then if you want a 100% Elden Ring.
Why is Dying like 500 and Horizon 50? There's not that. It's a lot of side missions, don't get me wrong, but it should not be 500 hours.
Well, that's what the devs say. That's what all the playtesters say.
No, I'm sorry, guys. It's not 500 hours.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm more than certain.
Did you go across the entire map?
Yeah. I'm more than certain. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying if you speed run through that game, I'm pretty sure
if you speed run through any game, you could beat.
But even if you take your time, it's not going to take 500+ hours. I beat the game within
you said
within 60 hours.
You said Elden Ring is an 80-hour game, right?
Elden Ring is a full-blown open world game, though.
Yeah, somebody beat it in less than 2 hours without dying?
I mean, speed running, yeah, after they beat it the first time.
Yeah, but I'm saying if somebody wanted to, supposedly if you wanted to fully 100% synchronization of the game, it's a 500-hour game.
I mean, I doubt it, but I doubt it because Elden Ring itself is an 80+ hour game. And that game is huge. The map itself is huge. The
Okay.
exploration, the open world, that game is a definition of an open world game. Like it's a lot of open world games out here,
No,
but
but-
that really has no restrictions.
Yeah, it's basically the new Assassin's Creed, where you could go wherever.
Exactly. Now, when you get to a certain spot, the monsters respawn. You can kill whoever you want, but they just respawn. So, only thing that don't respawn is like bosses, but all the other monsters respawn. So you can literally go back to wherever you want to go and get killed by the same monster you just killed.
That's a From Software game. for
Yeah,
you.
so that's what I'm saying. Like games like that is an 80+ hour game, and that game has side missions, and those side missions is long. So for that to have 80+ hours and Dying Light 2 to have 500+ hours to beat is ridiculous because Dying Light 2 should not take that long. Like even beating it by itself, it's probably like a 30 to 40 hour game. But I don't know that for sure, so don't quote me on that. But I'm just saying off of my experience, it should only be like a 30, 40 hour game if you just play storyline straight.
Yeah, bro. All the web searches for Dying Light 2 is saying the lowest amount I saw was I can find is 400 hours. Everything's saying 400 plus, but Elden Ring, everybody is saying to 100% complete Elden Ring, it's going to take 125 plus hours.
Okay, yeah.
The point that I'm trying to make, just 5 years ago, 50 hours was considered a long game,
Yeah.
and now
But
50
I'm
hours
still
is the
getting
shortest
blown
game.
by this 500+ hours though, because that makes no fucking sense. Like even the side missions is short as fuck. Like there's no boss in that game that's hard as fuck. There's no boss.
The only thing I can think about is that when they say 100%, it's talking about collectibles and weapons.
Okay.
And
That makes a lot more sense.
that's the only... Because, bro, the reason why I was taking so long, because I just searched up all three games.
Yeah.
Horizon Forbidden West, the 100% complete time was 50 to 60 hours. Elden Ring was 125 plus hours. And then the shortest amount of time I could find for Dying Light 2 was 400. So I
That
don't
makes
know.
sense though, because if you're going off of that, because there's a lot of achievements in there. If you're trying to get like a platinum off of that game, then yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I was emphasizing 100 plus.
Okay, yeah,
100 plus.
that makes a lot of sense then.
Because many people say
There's a
Elden
lot of
Ring's
dumb shit
map
in there.
is freaking huge.
Elden Ring's map is ridiculous. Like when you start off, and you walk through this thing and they show you, it says Limgrave.
Yeah.
But you look at the map, it's really small. It starts off really small. Then you explore, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and
yeah.
bigger. And it's like, what the fuck?
I was watching a walkthrough and basically the dude kept saying, "When the fuck does the map end?" That's what.
No, literally. Because, certain games, like in this open world, it has like a wall, like a barrier somewhere in the game
or
where you can't go any
or
further.
like a mountain, like it's either the ocean or the mountains or whatever.
Yes, in that game, it's an ocean. Don't get me wrong. It is like if you walk further, like far enough in the ocean, you will fall. But it's like it's probably like a bridge that you can just cross that just goes somewhere else, like in the middle of the ocean or some shit.
Now, can I blow you away with this? This is
What?
the first time they've ever made an open world game.
Yeah, which is crazy because Dark Souls, you would think that would be an open world game.
No, but they're
it's,
very linear.
Yeah.
If anything,
Like, even-
they're like God of War, the new one.
Yeah. Like Bloodborne is actually like one of my favorite games, or I ain't gonna say favorite, but like
You're
as far as
surprised.
games like that,
Yeah.
it was like actually one of my favorite games, like RPG. I don't even like what game title.
I would
is that
say
under?
you would call this difficult whoop my ass RPG.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, Bloodborne is probably one of the best ones because it was like you could actually play co-op throughout that whole game.
Well, if I'm correct, I
Without
think
single
all
player.
of them are co-op.
They are, but like this one is restricted. You
What?
can only do certain stuff
With
with
this new one?
Yeah, you can only do certain stuff with co-op, which is crazy.
Oh, so is this why this game has been kicking your ass? Wait. So
Well, no, right now I've been playing single player this whole time.
is this harder than Bloodborne to you?
It's 10 times harder than Bloodborne.
No. What?
This game is technically the hardest game out right now. Even pro gamers said this. This is the hardest game out right now.
No.
And it's the hardest game out right now just because of how much stuff is in the game itself. Is people still like it's been out for what, 2 months now almost, I would say.
It's going a month and a half.
Yeah.
A month and a half.
There's developers still finding stuff in the game and they beat the game so long ago. That's how big and difficult this game is.
Side note, do you know you remember The Witcher 3?
Mm-hmm.
The final Easter egg was just discovered this week.
That
7
shit is
years
crazy.
later.
That shit is crazy.
The final Easter egg, the developers of the game said that the final Easter egg was finally discovered 7 years later after its release. And if we're being technical, it's 6 months. I mean, it's 6 years and 10 months, but that's basically 7 years.
It's crazy.
7 years, bro.
Like the Easter eggs in this one so far is like they got this one guy named Patches in there, and I guess he is from other Dark Souls
Games, yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Dark Souls games, but
Dark Soul games have always, like, basically the storytelling is the Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you...
yeah, I kill Patches. So you won't see, in my game, you won't see him ever again. And it's crazy because
They give you an option?
They give you an option to do that, which is crazy. Cause
Were you pissed off?
No, fuck that. Because I've seen like other people play and like Patches literally just
does some dirty shit?
Yeah, throughout the game multiple times.
Oh,
I was like, oh yeah, Patches. I was like, the first time I meet Patches, he's gone. He's fucking gone.
What, like some shady 300 type of shit where he snitches on you or betrays
No, like
you?
the first time you encounter Patches is you go into this dungeon or whatever, and it's like it does this little barrier wall, and you walk through the wall, and that's how you know it's going to be a boss battle because it's like what color the barrier is. It's yellow.
Okay.
So you walk through the wall. It's like, all right, it's about to be a boss battle.
Yeah.
So I walk in and nothing happens. But it's a chest. So you go to the chest and then somebody talks. It's Patches talking about, oh, you think everything is yours, blah blah blah. You're trying
Talking
to
shit.
Yeah, talking shit.
Yeah.
So then he drops in it and you fight him. He's trying to poison you, blah blah blah. Halfway through his health, like of course it's a huge health bar. It's about a boss technically.
Yeah. It's a
So
Demon
like
Souls
halfway,
game.
yeah. So halfway through his health, he like tries to give up. He's like, "Oh, spare me! I apologize." Blah blah blah.
But what does he do in the later parts of the game that made you decide?
That's what I'm saying. So if you can have two options, you can either kill him or spare him.
Yeah.
So if you spare him, he becomes like a merchant right after, and then like he gives you
that's
items and shit. Later on to the game, you get to this one spot, like continuing on the game. He kicks you off a cliff.
Spartacus style too?
Yes, like
oh no,
like out of nowhere, like you're looking down, and he creeps up behind you and literally kicks you off a cliff.
So he basically stabbed you in the back.
Exactly.
Oh no, yeah, kill him.
And then you see him later, and he's like hurt or something.
He does more shady shit?
Yeah. You see him later, and he like tricks you into a trap or something like that, where you're supposed to, or he tries to, like, he sets you up to die, basically.
So you can't kill him after he kicks you off the fucking thing? Like, if
after you find him again, like the third time, you can either kill him or save him. Because he get like,
who's
I guess
gonna
the third
keep
time,
saving him?
the third time you see him, he's like kind of camouflage, kind of, because you can walk right past him. But if you pay attention, he's like on the ground wounded, and you can talk to him or just go past him or whatever. But
If you
when
talk,
you talk to him,
you could kill him.
you can either give him medicine or you can just let him die, or you could just kill him yourself.
Yeah, fuck him.
I killed him instantly on the first first go.
You didn't wanna
I
do
wasn't
that.
going through none of that shit. I don't care what items he had. I didn't give zero fucks. I was like, Patches, you think so? You think I'm gonna let you kick me off a fucking cliff?
I'm a man principle.
Exactly. Fuck you. But yeah, other than that, I finally, like, it's about, I think it's like 6 bosses, 4, like I think it's like 5 bosses.
Okay.
And the main story, besides the last boss. But yeah, I just beat my first boss. I had this game for about a week. I literally had this game for about a week. I beat like the not the main story boss.
Oh, so the first side boss?
Well, no, okay. Let me rephrase that. I beat many side bosses.
Okay, so that's a good thing.
I just beat the main boss.
The main first.
The main
Main boss.
Yeah, yes, the story boss.
Okay.
On my first encounter too.
Oh wow, you should pat yourself on the back for that.
No,
Okay.
because it was a tie.
It was a tie.
We both killed each other on one hit.
So did the game save that as a victory?
Yep, because either technically he still died, but I died also.
Oh, so you just have to go back and get your souls? Or?
Yep.
And you're counting that as a W.
Yes, I am. Because I didn't have to fight him again. It was crazy because like I had like this much health, but he had like a smidge, and I was like, I'm not about to let this bitch go. I was like, I could either stop hitting him and heal, or I can just finish this bitch right now.
And you finished him.
And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I did a jump attack because like jump attacks is like good in this game. So I did a jump attack, and that bitch swiped down at the same time. I hit him. He hit me. I was like, no. But then like I see him like desecrating, and I was like, oh, wait, I don't think. And then like he like in the midst of me dying, he was talking. he was saying some tarnished shit
as you were dying.
As I was dying, and then like I came back and ran back to the spot. I was like, oh, I don't have to fight him again. Nice.
Yeah, so talk about a full 180 of emotions. How you went from
oh yeah. Because that game, it's crazy because side bosses are hard as fuck. Side bosses are hard as fuck, and it's so aggravating. This game is so aggravating, guys. If you ever play this game, you're gonna be aggravated to your soul because it's times where you can get a boss all the way down to this fucking smidge, and he do some asshole shit. Because it's always 2 phases to every boss.
I felt like you really want to say some bitch ass shit.
Yes, yes. But it's also it's always 2 phases to a boss. Like the first phase is like halfway.
Even the side bosses?
Yes.
What?
The first phase is like they take it easy, kinda, not too much easy, but like the game individually is
like
just
a
hard.
warm up.
Yes, but it's still hard as fuck because you can still die in the first half of the fighting this boss.
Okay.
So like the first half is like all right, and then you get him halfway, you be like, yeah, I got this, and then his bitch turns Super Saiyan or some shit, and then he starts doing new moves, and then he starts doing new magic moves. So now you fighting this bitch, you die like 6 times just to beat him 1 time. It's like, oh my God, bro.
Can I tell you something? I think some people would take just dying 6 times because I've seen some videos where they died in the double digits.
No. Yes, literally. and it's crazy because it's pro gamers. Like people that got 2-3 million subscribers on YouTube or whatever.
And they do this for a living.
And they die. I seen this one dude, Afro Sinji or whatever, XL, I think his name is like Afro Sinji or Suji, something like that.
Okay.
But he got like 1.5 or 1.6 subscribers or something like that. But
point is, he's decent.
And he puts hours into this game. Don't get me wrong. And he was at one time he was dying a lot, but then like he got really good, and then like he was just flying through bosses. He got to this one boss thinking he was great,
and he got his ass.
He got killed like 20 times. And it's crazy because he knew like in the video editing, all you see is death, 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 death. And then he'll
put that in there?
Yeah. Like every time he died, he's just death, death, death,
and
death.
It was 20.
Death.
It was basically 20 times?
And then like he'll go through a moment where he put in his he'll make progress on the enemy's health, and then it's just death, 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 death. And then he makes more progress. He's like, oh, I found this out. Death, 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 death.
That's kind of cool though. I respect it.
Yeah. But then like after you count all his deaths, it's like, damn, this dude actually died 10 times before you beat him. It's like, what the fuck? Like, that game is...
But before we started recording, you said you have a love-hate relationship.
I
with the
really
game.
have a lot. Like, I hate it just because of how difficult it is.
You said
I
it's the
love
most.
Because how difficult it is.
So what you're basically saying, you like being abused.
I like a challenge. That's what it is. I like a challenge.
If that's what you have to
Because-
say to go to sleep,
I'm not saying it as far as that. I'm saying, like, in many games I've played, you know this. In many games, if
it's too easy, it's not fun.
exactly. And then it's like, not only that, I play games to beat it. So it's like, I beat it. If I can beat a game, like, remember back in the day, I can beat games like in a day, a few hours.
To be fair, back then in the day, a game that was 30 hours was considered long.
Yeah. But a game that's 30 hours, I can beat within like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Maybe 8, maybe a day or 2, I would say. But then it's like, now, only 2 games I haven't, like 3, I want to say. Recently, 3 games I've played probably within the 5-year span. 3 games I've played that literally takes me forever. It was Horizon. Not Horizon. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I literally just beat that.
Oh, you finally beat it?
Yes, bro.
Wow, so they fixed the bug then for you.
Yes. But it was because I haven't played in like a year and a half.
Yeah, bro, can you believe that shit was released a year and a half ago now?
I haven't played in like a year since it came out.
So
it came out like what, 20? Actually, I think it came out 2018.
No, that's
It was 2019, right?
No, you're thinking about Odyssey. Valhalla came out in 2020.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense then. Okay, yeah. I haven't played it in...
How many hours did you log though when it said finally complete?
Ooh.
Did you check?
No. I'm pretty sure it's over 50.
I would be pretty sure it's close to 80.
Yeah, probably. Probably. And I haven't even did all the side missions.
Oh, I know. You
It's
were
too
probably
many.
you probably said after that one spot you were like, I just want to complete the game.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I completed the game, but it doesn't look like I completed the game.
Well, because they added so many expansions, they probably add.
Just the storyline. I've got to this one spot where I had to kill the last guy, and the last guy actually made it out of the Anubis. I want to some shit. I forgot what it's called.
Good.
But you can go back in with the guy that made it out. So it's like, did I beat the game? Did I not beat the game?
Wait. So you could go back in with the dude you were supposed to kill, or with that. I think that's the expansion.
But that's the thing, because it's like you can. It's
Are you talking
also
about Odin. Were you supposed to kill Odin? Is that who you're
But
talking
that's
about?
the thing. I killed Odin, or I didn't really kill Odin. I don't know. I don't know how.
Then who's the character you're talking about that you could play as?
Not the Viking, the person that plays the Viking. It's a girl.
You could go in there with bro.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a girl that the
Talking
whole
about
story.
the present day. The present day.
The
girl.
present day is a girl.
Yeah.
Now she goes in there, and she finds like when she at the end she stays in, but the person that she was fighting in the game, he comes out.
The Viking.
No, the assassin. He's like Arabian.
Okay.
It's confusing as fuck, bro. He comes out and then he explains in present day.
He comes out in present day.
Yes, he comes out in present day
What
and
is
explains.
Assassin's Creed doing anymore?
I don't know, but he comes out in present day, explains to her friends why she's staying in there.
So she's still in the Animus.
Yes,
What?
yes, bro. I don't fucking know, but she stays in there to put stories together, and
They
it's like
killed Desmond for this shit, man.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But then he's like, after all that, he's like discovering new shit. Like, oh, this is a computer. Oh, this is what the database is. Da, da, da. And then he goes back in it to save his family, supposedly.
Wait. He came out of the Animus?
Yeah, he's alive. Like, alive. I don't know how, but he's alive.
Okay, what's the 2 other games, bro?
The other one,
Obviously, it's Elden Ring. I'm assuming that's one of the three.
yes, that's that.
Is Cyberpunk one of them?
I haven't played that. I'm actually waiting for them to remake it for PlayStation 5.
You know they did the update, right?
They did recently. I forgot. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did.
It was a
I was
month or two ago?
I was gonna get it, but I forgot. I think it's actually a crazy discount for it too.
Yeah. Well, you want to hear the cheat? It's currently $10 on like Amazon and at Best Buy. So people are buying the physical edition and just getting the update because the update's free if you have the PlayStation 4 version.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
So you could, instead of getting it for $20 digitally, if you want to save 10, it's a preference thing. If you want to save $10 to get the physical, get the physical. But if you want to say fuck the physical and get the digital.
I just didn't like the time trial one that they gave us.
Oh,
was
no,
like all
fuck
this,
that.
and
Fuck that.
I think the storyline is stupid too. I think that's kind of what's making me not get it. The storyline is like no matter what, if they give you three options or 3 or 4 options. Whatever option you get, it always closes back.
For me, I kind of fuck with the storyline. I don't fuck with how they promoted the story because they promoted the story like you have options, but you don't.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yes. Because they give you, like I said, they give you cop, street
Thug,
law, street
basically
thug,
and then the corporate dude.
and then, yes. In the beginning, the first 10, 20 minutes, individually, it's completely
Massively
different.
Yeah.
But they always meet up with the same dude. Somehow, they always meet up with the same dude, and it always goes back to
the same conclusion.
Same conclusion, and then same path. And it's like, that is completely stupid.
It's stupid because of how they promoted it. If they would have promoted this the way it was, everything's about
But it's
hype.
like, yeah, but it's making it seem like your destiny is just not going to change. Your destiny is this.
Well, depending on which philosophy you take, many people say it doesn't matter how your road starts.
But you can't be a street thug and then meet up with this Hispanic guy and then go on that same path. But you can't be that and then switch to a corporate, meet up with the same corporate guy.
You're stuck on the same character person.
Yes, that does not make any sense. A street thug meeting up with what is it? I think like a traveler, and he's a Hispanic, and then a corporate guy meets up with a Hispanic who used to be a corporate guy, and then becomes a thug, and then you got what was the other one?
You said
It was a corporate
you
street
said the
thug
cop or whatever.
Oh yeah, and the cop
Or law enforcement.
Yeah, law enforcement meet up with the Hispanic guy again, and then becomes a thug.
Bro, maybe the developers love Hispanics, bro. They want to give some Hispanics some
Change
shine.
the guy.
Is it really the
It's exact same guy in different scenarios meeting up to the same conclusion.
Does he at least have different hair?
No. Same guy, same tattoos, same look, same exact look. If I'm in the corporate and I got a suit on, he should have a suit on. Why the fuck is he pulling up in a leather jacket and some leather pants with a tank top?
Hey, bro, this is why many people said that they should have taken a full year to delay the game, just not a month.
Like, that shit is ridiculous.
Well, obviously, time constraints made them say, you know what, guys? We can't switch him up.
That is ridiculous.
Hey, at least you got Keanu Reeves in the game.
I didn't even get there. And he's towards the end of the game, I heard. You get towards the end of the game, and you probably got him for another 2 hours, and that's it.
Well, bro, you know how games work. You got budgets. You need to get your resources in check.
You know what's crazy? I looked on YouTube when the game first came out, and I don't even know what's at the end of the Cyberpunk because everybody stopped playing the shit. So like I don't even know. I have no conclusion of the game.
Well, that's your reason to play it now.
But that's also my reason not to Twitch it. Because I've been twitching Elden Ring because it's always something new, you know?
And because you have such a love-hate relationship.
Yes.
Your emotions will be raw and pure.
Exactly. And people are going to love it. They're not going to love it when it comes to Cyberpunk because I'm going to see the same conclusion of no matter what story I pick.
Yeah. It's crazy. You know that game sold 20+ million copies?
Just for it to fail. We was so anticipated for it because of how open you can do stuff.
Because that's how they promoted it.
Yeah, and
they shot themselves in the foot before they even tried to walk.
That shit was, like I said, I don't know the ending of that game. No one has ended that game.
Well,
they can't even get to the end of the game because of the bugs.
Well, all that's fixed now.
Well, yeah, but no one has even picked it up since.
Well, because it's one of those things when you see such a bad bitch, and you're like, damn, in my head, this is going to be the best pussy, the best sex ever.
And that shit was dry as fuck, and you don't want to talk to her ever again? Yeah, that's how it is.
And even when she says, I'm fully hydrated now, you're saying, oops, you blew your chance.
Yep, bitch, you're gone. I don't want to try that desert again. I'm sorry.
Yo, people really don't realize, like, dry pussy does real damage.
Yeah, it pushes our skin back, and it traumatizes. It gives us PSD. PTSD. I'm sorry.
Yo, what's PSD, bro?
I was about to say post-stress department.
Oh.
Department. But it's PTSD. Sorry, guys.
Post-traumatic stress disorder. No, it really makes you look at your dick as a whole other being, and it makes you say, I'm sorry for this abuse I just caused upon you.
Yes. And then now it's all sore. It probably got like little scabs on it because it lost some skin in the midst of it.
Yes, the scabs.
The scabs is the worst.
The scabs are so... Dude, you know it's so real? When you know you got a true addiction when you have scabs on your dick and you still put it in, bro.
That's the worst because it's like the sensation is like good, but it's really painful at the end.
Yo, you want to talk about a love-hate relationship at that point?
Yeah, it's like you want to continue, but
you don't.
So you go real, and the crazy thing is you don't even fuck fast. You just fuck really slow.
It's like, It's almost like those workouts where you purposely are torturing yourself, so you're going as slow as possible.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Fuck you faster," so you go a little bit faster. You like, this is what you get with us, guys.
You know what sucks too, especially the women who like to basically grip your dick. If they're doing that shit as you're going in,
that's the worst. And don't have any pubic hairs. Like not like I don't like even.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry.
Like even the littlest pricks is the worst. Oh my god! When you putting it in, the littlest pricks, and it is crazy because you can shave no matter how much you shave, the littlest prick is gonna hurt.
That actually brought me back to one specific time.
You get PTSD?
Yeah. For whatever reason, I'm getting more PTSD from those pricks than... I guess I'm more used to the scabs.
But couldn't have been me, man. I would have stopped. Like, I can't do it. This hurts.
It really feels like... It really feels... If you ever gotten like those really tiny splinters in your hands, that's what it feels like on your dick.
Yeah.
Or around, depending on where the actual prick is coming from.
Yep. It's the worst.
Wow. Yeah, I think I shivered. When I go back and go through the video, I think I shivered when you said that.
The prick, she's like, ugh.
No, because it's a unique feeling that unless you go through it, you don't truly know what it feels like.
That's a fact. That is a fact. So, guys, we've been through a lot.
How have you been since episode 154?
I have my ups and downs.
Okay, that sounds human. That sounds like Donyhal. More ups or more downs?
More downs. Life is shit, you know?
But you're thriving out here, bro.
I'm trying.
You have a good job?
Debatable.
You have a decent paying job
Debatable.
for Buffalo standards.
Very debatable.
Yo, bro. Dude, Florida? Okay, just to show you, sometimes maybe we don't have it as bad as we think. In Florida, bro, the same job, at least when it comes to any fast food place, is paying on average $3 less. And the rent is more there. So if you're
True.
so let's say like you're a person, you're working 40 hours at Chipotle, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're getting paid on average $3 less, but your rent is twice as much. So I'm agreeing with you with all your comments 100%. But sometimes our grass is a little bit greener than even we realize. It's still some dull ass grass.
Let's just say if their grass is brown, grass gets brown when it's not watered.
Yeah, we're like
We're like a
very, 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 very,
we're like
very,
a
very.
beige.
I was gonna say very, 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 very light green.
No, we're like a beige because we ain't that far up.
I would say we're not
Nah,
that far
yeah,
up
we're not that far, but we're
because
not that green. But we're like twice a week rain.
When it's sunny, right?
Yeah, we're like twice a week.
That's like that borderline throw up green, but it's
Yeah.
mostly brown. But
Yeah.
you have green in it.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
that
like the
green brown.
just at the tips.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
yeah.
Twice a week. Twice every other week.
So once a week.
Well, yeah. Yeah. No, it's like twice every other week. We got that 1 week where it rains twice, but that next week is completely sun. And then the next week after, you get two.
So you're saying 2 in 1 week and then no rain the next week?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, that's us. That's us. Because it's like,
Okay, I think Florida's better then because at least in Florida you're getting nice weather. You got the beach. You have beautiful women.
it looks, scenery is amazing.
Scenery matters.
Economically,
debatable. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Economically debatable, but capitalism,
It's everywhere.
slave. When you think about it, they working. You gotta have, in order to have a regular house or apartment, you gotta, like you said, even if you work in a food department,
Bro, you know the cheapest
work
apartment
like 2-3 jobs.
you could get in Florida, at least South Florida.
It's like $1,200.
That's actually higher. The cheapest I found was $1,000, and that's like the bare bones Tokyo type of apartment, bro.
That's
Like
probably like one
bedroom,
bedroom, yeah.
1 bathroom, and the kitchen is basically your living room.
Oh, so a studio.
Yeah, that's the cheapest, $1,000, bro.
L. Is it at least big?
No, bro. Is you know basically your place, or are you still at the same place?
Yeah.
Basically that, but twice as much.
Nope.
But this is the point I'm saying. Unless you have a decent paying job, if you compare a similar job here down there, you're not even making as much. You're making $2 to $4 less.
Can't do it. Can't want to do it.
Yo, bro, if you look for an average 2-bedroom, a 2-bathroom apartment or whatever, it's part of a house, whatever it is,
Yeah.
$2,500 plus, and that's if you don't get into bidding. If you don't, bro, bidding for rent. Let that shit sink in. This ain't bidding for mortgage, for rent. That's how bad, bro. People are just. I need some more.
I understand. All right, I understand. It's shit. It's just shit. I don't know, man. The life we live.
Well, that's I guess.
But let me tell you about my ups and downs during this.
Okay.
All right. So one day I was going to work. Low tire, right? Low tire pressure, air pressure. Somehow it went from like 20 to like 5, right?
Oh.
In the midst of me going to work.
Did something hit the tire?
Nope.
What?
Exactly right. So in the midst of me going to work, I'm
just
like, I
deflated?
just got off of the highway
just got off the highway, and all you hear is. So I'm like, oh, this bitch is completely flat now. So I'm like, all right, let me turn my
I hate
hazard
that
light.
noise,
Yeah.
by the
So
way.
I'm like, let me turn my hazard lights on and let me get to at least this certain point so I can put some air in my tire.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I get to the. It's like, it's my early week too. So it's like 5:00 in the morning. Oh. So I finally get off the highway. I hear do 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 do. I'm like, all right, I'm almost there. Let me just make it. So I'm driving slow because I got my hazard lights on. So now I'm driving like 15 to 20 miles per hour.
Which is aggravating you.
Yes, because the fucking speed limit is like 40. So I'm going like 20, I believe.
And
So I get to
that
the
noise, right?
Yeah. So I get to the gas station. So I'm like, all right, where's the air pump? Get to the air. Finally, find the air pump is out in the back of the building, which is so weird because why do you have the air pump at the back of the building and then have the gas and everything in the front?
Is there parking in the back? Is there
No.
room? Oh, then that's stupid.
Because it's a drive-through to go through they have Tim Hortons
Wait, it's a
in there.
drive-through in the back?
Yeah, like you have to go
So
through
how
the back.
can you even pull up to without blocking the drive-through?
Okay.
Okay.
There's the front of the building, and the gas is in the front.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
obviously.
go in this way,
Yeah.
get the gas. Now it's another entrance on the side.
The back way.
Yes, to go through the drive-through for Tim Hortons, but you'll end up when you leave, you'll end up leaving through the front.
Okay.
But I went through the front, thinking the pump is
Would
going to
be
be on
there.
the far right
Oh,
side.
so you're saying you could only get to the air pump through the back?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, you can go through the front and go through, go around the gas and everything, the building to get to the back, of course. But there's no exact parking in the back.
That's my point. I thought the reason they put it in the back because there's extra parking,
Oh yeah, no.
which would make sense.
Oh no. It's just no. Just pavement. There's no act. I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably can if you want to, but there's no no parking stripes, whatever those shits is called.
You're basically saying it's used for enter or exit. It's
Yeah.
not used to put a car there. That's what you're basically
Exactly. Parking
Okay.
is in the front.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So I agree. Stupid.
Stupid. But I go to the back, right? Go right to the air pump. And tell me why this bitch is out of order. This bitch is out of order. So I'm like, wow, next gas station is far. So I'm like, fuck my life. So I'm like, well, gotta go anyways. In the midst of it, my tire is done.
Now is it just straight up the rim, basically?
No, it's still flapping
No.
until let me tell you how done this tire is. Get all the way to the gas station. Finally,
Did you ruin the tire?
yes, the tire's completely bust.
Bro,
Somebody looked like they put a knife in there and just completely done. So luckily,
shit. That's worse than me because I was going to say I had a situation where I had to drive on a flat,
Yeah.
and by the time I got it to a station that could actually inflate it,
yeah,
something happened to the tire where it was basically an air bubble. So
Oh, no.
if they inflated it could have the potential to pop. But your shit just sounds like you straight.
It was just popped already. It seems like I don't know when it happened because I didn't have no huge poof.
No, what probably happened is that because of the rim and the tire, at some point the rim.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But
I'm saying I feel your pain because even though it wasn't to the same degree, I had to get a new freaking tire because
yeah. So I get all the way to the station, and now I didn't see it because it's in the back of the rim of the tire. So I'm putting air in the tire, and I can hear it.
it's not.
Yeah, I can hear it, or I can't even hear it. So I hear I'm putting the air in it, and I'm like, why is this tire not going up? So I put air in my other tires. I'm like, okay, that's working. Put air in my other tire, and I'm like, that's working.
For whatever reason, I can picture you in this scenario, and you're just looking around. What's going on?
Think about it. It's still before 6:30 a.m. Not only I'm tired, now I'm aggravated. I want this day to be over.
Bro, after you get done with this story, I have a very similar story in terms of your position. Continue.
So now I'm like, fuck, I gotta change this tire. Change the tire. It's past 6:30.
So you're late for
I'm
work.
late for work. I already told my boss I was gonna be late. Had car trouble. I told her. I was like, I'll be there 7 o'clock. I didn't make it until 7:30.
This ain't funny. It's just I can relate. So
I'm there and I'm just aggravated, bro.
now you're just your entire workday, even if it could be good, it won't be. Just
Yes,
because.
Bro.
And now you also lost out on an hour of work. So
It was shit. It was just shit. I mean, I got other ups and downs, but that's probably the
highlight.
pudding on the cake.
damn, you a savage motherfucker. You put a pudding on cake.
The pudding on the cake, all right? Because you just don't, that shit like that just don't happen. Like, you don't put pudding on cake. You just don't do it.
Oh, bro, I like that, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So that was my
like-
shit day.
That's like making chocolate pie.
Out of shit.
Yes, you just
Exactly.
don't.
You just
do
don't
it.
do it.
But when you do, man, you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm having that type of day. Okay, you want to hear my story, bro?
Go ahead, bro, man.
Do you remember the one day where it rained the previous night? Well, it rained so let's say it's the morning. It rained that previous night.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that night, it got below a certain degrees. So then
All of it like iced out or
yes.
black ice?
And for like the first couple hours, at least in Buffalo, it was icy roads because even
remember
though
that.
the mayor had all the weather organizations saying we're going to get rain and then overnight it's going to get in the low 20s, maybe you should get some salt machines out.
Yep.
By the way, Cheektowaga, their roads were perfectly fine. But the point being, here's my story. I had to go to Chipotle, right?
Mm-hmm. I love Chipotle.
Tell me why I don't see a single vehicle for 5 minutes on my way to Chipotle. Not a single vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Murphy's Law, with my bad luck, comes in and says,
Gotcha, bitch.
the one red light you're going to get is going to be with the one car that you see in 5 minutes. And the pudding on the cake. For whatever reason, this road is the most icy of all the roads you're
It's
on.
Walden. I hate Walden. I hate that street individually.
How did you know?
Because I just hate Walden. Walden always gives me fucking trouble. It's potholes. It's the ice. It's the traffic. It's the people.
And you want to hear the even worse part? If I went for my gut, I would have never bumped into the back of the car, bro. Because by the way, I know the intersection.
Mm-hmm.
But because I couldn't see due to a building, I technically couldn't see the right side of the intersection.
Yeah.
I could not 100% tell if there was a car coming. So that's when my brain came in. If I would have went with my guts, because I was already in the moment. Because you know when you're on black ice, you know what it feels like when you're braking and you're not braking.
Yeah.
I already had
You
that
either
feeling.
Keep going or you
run into something.
Yeah, or you just keep sliding.
But the thing is, my natural instinct was to turn. I was going around the vehicle. And I was going to say, fuck, I'm going through this red light. I don't give a fuck, because I'm not getting my first. Bro, I took pride in saying I never got into an accident.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually a good fucking driver.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, my brain last second said, but what about that intersection? I'm like, fuck. By the way, the entire time I'm still braking, but I can't control it, so that's why I was considering going around the vehicle. But then last second, I come back over. And, bro, you know how much I hit this vehicle? You know when you come to a full stop and it's that bum-bum?
Yeah.
Literally 1 second before that bum-bum, that's when I hit the vehicle, bro. Literally. The only damage to my front bumper was my license plate. It got a little dent. But because there was some damage, and it was with non-English speaking Asians.
The worst. I know that felt was that. I never been in an accident, but I know that had to be horrible.
Okay, so to be fair, the first thing I did, I looked at my car. I'm like, "Whew, no damage. I looked at theirs. I'm like, damn, there's technically a crack. Fuck. So now I'm gonna have to exchange papers. But before that, 3 people came out. I'm like, are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? They all look fine. The main driver broke.
Of course.
Broke. She spoke some broken English. The 2, it looked like her parents didn't speak any English. I was saying, are you okay? Are you okay? And she was like, yes, yes. Are you sure you're not hurt? Are you sure you're not hurt? And she said, no, no, no. And then she said something to her parents. And then they said, oh, no, no, no. Like they made the gesture of they're fine. And, and for like the next 2 minutes, I was just making sure. Are you guys okay? And they were like, yes, yes. I'm like, okay, cool. So we don't have to call the cops because you only have to call the cops if it's major damage or injuries. So I'm like, cool. I gave her all my stuff. By the way, I still have to be to work at Chipotle's, bro. And I'm already running late because I'm driving safely because of the shitty fucking road conditions. And I'm like, okay, I gave them all my information, everything as quickly as I could. 5 minutes later, I'm about to get into my car. She was like, where are you going? Where are you going? I'm like, are you okay? She's like, yes. Are your people okay? Yes. You have my information? Yes, I do. I need to go to work. She's like, I'm calling the popo. I'm like, why are you calling the police? And then, so I had to spend an extra amount of time waiting for the police.
Just to tell you
that, is everybody not injured? Everybody's, at least that we know of, there's no injuries. Okay. Did you guys exchange the information in terms of the insurance? Yes. The cop basically said,
So why am I here?
Exactly. So not as bad as you, but I ended up work 30 minutes late. I ended up going through all the report. By the way, I don't even think the woman reported it to her insurance because the damage was so little. Unless you have like really expensive insurance, you're gonna have to pay for it because it was, bro. I don't even think it was $500 worth of damage. Like it was that bare minimum.
Probably just gotta, I don't know.
No, but the point is,
steal the crack.
yeah, but I reported it to my insurance. Nothing's been reported on the other end. So I'm like, oh, lovely. So not only, bro,
You waste my time. I was late to work for you wasting my time.
Yes. And, dude, the rest of my day, and you know me, too. I'm a very pessimistic person.
Yeah.
I tried my best.
To just be, yeah.
And, bro, and, dude.
Putting on the cake.
Put it on the fucking cake. And, dude, the craziest part.
Your elbow?
Yes, I did. But I'm so in my emotions right now because I'm thinking about it. The next 2 days, you know what I kept thinking about?
Bitches.
No.
I'll put in the cake.
No, my perfect driver's license is technically for the next 3 years. It has a little fucking flaw in it. All because
it wasn't reported though, so technically no.
But this is the segue. All because our great fucking mayor, who leading up to his freaking re-election, was saying, "Oh, I care about the East Side." Oh, you really do? Where the fuck was our salt? I didn't see salt trucks until noon, and you know what happened by noon? It was already 40 degrees and the fucking ice was melted. Thanks a lot.
That is true because I think when I came home that night.
Oh, it was warm as hell, bro.
And I see it was warm as fuck, but it was still people going out salting. Like they were still driving the truck salting the ground. And I was like, this is pointless. I was like, yeah, that was pointless.
I just want to say this. Whenever anybody says, let's give more money to any type of government, that's when I say, go fuck yourself. And this isn't a situation where we got random weather like Buffalo does. The weather companies actually got the predictions right a day in advance.
Yeah.
I'm just, if you're running anything, bro, and you have fair warning, are you not at least prepared? How are you 24 hours late, bro?
Makes no sense, my man. Makes no sense.
So you lost more money in terms of time. I lost more money in terms of frustration.
Life.
And the craziest part, too, bro, if this was just like a normal individual who knew anything about how this insurance thing works, the cops would have never been involved.
You probably only been 10 minutes late.
Yeah. Or it was just
15.
It just
You got something on your beard. There you go.
water.
It looks like cotton or something.
But gotta love cotton.
But it's all good.
Gotta love cotton. Well, the point is, everybody's safe.
Period.
I'm not taking that L, bro. I'm not.
Don't.
Because if the mayor did his fucking job, bro, I'm not.
In my development, I just took an L. I don't know what I was.
Well, to be fair,
well, no. I technically, if the first air pump wasn't fucking out of order,
you would have probably
would have got the W.
But to be fair, in a similar situation where I didn't travel nearly as far as you did, I still took the L. So we in similar situations, we both took that L. So
fuck that. Fuck that. I'm just saying, I probably would have been all right if that fucking out of order air pump wasn't. How the fuck is an air pump out of order? That's what I don't. That's what I don't get. I'm sorry. That's what I don't get. How the fuck is a tire air pump out of order? What the fuck did you do?
the real question, do you know what company the gas station was?
It's not Speedway, but it's Castro's.
Oh, okay. So that's a corporation that makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
So how is your air pump? Like
That makes no sense.
It would be different if it was a hood one where it's like one of those weird names.
Nope, I was in North Tonawanda.
Oh, that's
I was in North Tonawanda.
that's white right there.
Yeah, like
And when
I was
say
around the
white,
corner
white,
from
I mean-
Lockport.
I mean rich. That's what I mean.
I was right around the corner from Lockport.
Oh,
Like probably a few more miles.
I would have been even more pissed because of that. Man, bro, you know if the rich don't have a nice pump, what are you going to do? The world's ending.
Castro is like Speedway, literally. It's like another Speedway.
It's a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
Yes, you go in there, you can get Tim Hortons, you can get pizza, you can get all this other shit in there. You got all the snacks you need. You can go in and get some gas.
It's a one-stop.
It's a one-stop shop, literally.
Yeah.
Why the fuck I can't get air in my tire
Maybe this was a sign.
to just throw my car away? Maybe that's just a fucking sign to just throw the whole bitch away.
Well, I was going to take, I guess, a more positive and say that was the glitch in the Matrix.
Glitch these nuts.
By the way,
shit.
Did you ever see the fourth one?
No.
I haven't either.
Is it on HBO Max?
It's coming soon.
Oh. Have you seen Batman?
I did.
I have not.
You never saw it with your little snow. Oh.
I'm gonna say Snow Bunny. You about to get me killed. I don't know no Snow.
I meant to say Sugar Bunny, but then
Snow came out.
yeah, because I'm still thinking about the fucking ice situation.
Oh. PTSD.
No, that is, bro. Dude, like now, bro. Now when I'm breaking even, and this is the frustrating part, bro. I was breaking at least 100 fucking yards before, and I still hit them. I'm like, yo. Okay. The point is, how did it go with your
Sugar
bunny? Is she a sugar? What is a sugar bunny? Is a sugar bunny a thing? Did I just make that up?
I think that's not a thing.
That's not a thing. Well, I'm making it a thing for this episode.
Well, no, I think it's a thing for Easter. Like sugar bunny candies.
Yeah, but isn't it technically all the bunny figure things sugar because they're like 50% sugar?
Yep. Or
Yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Well, which is still sugar, but
Well, to be fair, bro, have you ever had a homemade Reese's?
Nope.
Where they don't overdo it with the sugar and they use real peanut butter?
No.
Oh, my God, bro. You want to talk about orgasm?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That just popped up in my head when you said it like that.
But yeah, no, I didn't see it with her. It is supposed to come to HBO Max, I think like the 16th or 18th. So
Yeah,
I'm waiting on
it's
that.
6 weeks after whatever the release date is.
Okay. But also, have you seen Sonic?
No, but I heard it
It's
is.
amazing. Yeah.
I heard it's much better than the first one.
Which is not surprising, truthfully.
But I heard the first one was surprisingly good.
The first one was amazing. You didn't see the first one?
No, because that was when the pandemic happened, bro.
The first one was amazing. It's on TV. It's on Hulu. I mean, is it Hulu? It's either Hulu. Yeah, I think it's Hulu. Yeah, it's Hulu. It's Hulu.
Oh, wow, that's
It
weird.
might be Stars too. Maybe.
Not Paramount Plus?
Maybe. Yeah. But I know it's on Hulu.
Bro, can we say, bro, I don't understand the streaming game anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking complicated.
Because Peacock is the home for Universal Films.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's just how the parent companies are.
Mm-hmm.
So can you please explain to me why all these Universal films are on HBO Max?
You turned it off? Or you plugged it back in?
Because of the way
Oh.
how thick the freaking...
Dick was. Ha ha!
Yeah, can you explain to me how, like, all these Fast and Furious films, all these Jurassic Park films, all these Mummy films, et cetera, on HBO Max, but then, like, some of the key HBO Max films, in terms of Warner Brother films, aren't on HBO Max? I'm like, what? What is the point of having your own streaming service if you don't even have your own films?
It don't make sense, all right? Because only thing to watch Spider-Man is on Disney Plus. Well, no,
No, that's Netflix, bro, because
no, it's not on Netflix. Spider-Man's not on Netflix anymore.
the newest one, because Netflix...
They're on Paramount.
What? Paramount Plus? The Spider-Man?
It's one movie on Stars, but it's the very first Spider-Man, I believe. To watch the new one, it's on, I want to say Paramount.
This, I don't understand, bro.
Yep.
See, when it was just 3 or 4 platforms, it's like, cool. Okay.
Well, besides Disney Plus, you can watch it on Disney Plus. Actually, I don't think you can, because there's Sony.
Yeah. And Sony signed an exclusive license deal with Netflix. But that's for 2022 films and up. So
Yeah, they're not on Netflix. I know that for a fact. I'm about to check.
This
real
is the
quick.
point, bro. Streaming was supposed to make this easier, not more complicated.
Yeah.
Yo, have you done the math? If you have like all these services, it costs more than cable now. Like if you get like the best tier of Hulu, you get HBO Max,
Yeah,
you get
Spider-Man,
Disney,
not on Netflix.
you get because God, dude, there's Hulu, there's Disney Plus, there's Paramount Plus, there's Netflix, there's Amazon, HBO Max,
And Apple.
Oh
TV.
fuck, I forgot about Apple TV too.
You could get YouTube TV too, technically.
Yeah, I'm not fucking. That's just TV, but YouTube.
Yeah.
Bro, when you think about it, it's really TV just through YouTube.
Well, okay. To help you guys out, the things I feel like the stuff you actually need that actually has like a good value of movies and TV shows. To me, it'd be like Netflix,
Amazon. For your indie stuff, Amazon has a shit ton. Dude, you'd be surprised the type of films and TV shows you can find on Amazon.
I don't watch Amazon, so I don't know.
Well, I'm putting that in there just
Okay.
because.
So Netflix, Amazon,
HBO Max.
HBO Max definitely.
Dude, I am shocked.
And it's crazy because Netflix costs a lot more than HBO Max.
Yeah, they increased it
Yeah, and they keep increasing it for some fucking reason.
because people are too dumb to unsubscribe.
Yeah. So Netflix is like $13, I think, a month now, or actually, it
And that's
might
for
be a
the
little
bare
bit more.
minimum because I know their expensive tier it's 17 or 18.
Yeah, I was about to say it might be a little bit more. That's Netflix, but like HBO Max is only like I think like 10.
But that's with ads though. If you want
With ads, without the ads,
it's 15.
yeah, which is not too bad.
But bro, you know what's still about HBO Max?
No, wait, HBO Max don't have. They do have commercials.
That's for the $10 tier though. The $15 tier.
They don't have commercials in between shows though, like in the midst of the show.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, they only have commercials like before the movie starts or and after.
Because Hulu's annoying unless they switched up how they do ads. Because when
Oh no, they're
Okay.
still annoying.
okay, yeah,
Hulu, if you get the free like the cheaper one, then
yeah, it's like the $7 a month thing or whatever.
yeah. But if you get the 12, it has no commercials.
I don't know. I just don't Hulu unless you're getting Hulu for specific shows. It's just
Yeah, but I would say it's worth it because Hulu shows a lot of goddamn commercials. They show like 4 in the midst of 30 minutes. Like if you watch
it's basically
Rick and Morty,
TV, bro.
yes, if you watch Rick and Morty, they literally do it just like how they do it on Adult Swim.
Yeah,
That shit is annoying.
you might as well just watch Adult Swim.
Exactly. Like,
Why
why am I
paying
watching 4 commercials? And then it's like you watch 10 minutes commercials. The commercials is like 2 minutes long.
And by the way, you're still paying $7 a month.
Yes. It's ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous.
I'm just saying I liked it when it was just the big three dogs of it was Netflix, Amazon, and Hulu. That was manageable.
Yeah. I don't really like Paramount, though. Paramount, I think, is...
You need...
Or not Paramount. Peacock.
Yeah, I'm not... It's what they've...
Peacock is literally just Bel Air right now.
And unless you're getting it for Universal Films, which isn't even on the fucking service, it is literally pointless.
Yeah. Peacock got, like, Shrek and all that, though.
Oh, yeah, because of DreamWorks.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. It's just... It used to be...
I mean, if you put all those together, then yes, you might as well fucking just get cable.
But that's my point.
Yes.
But the point is, too, is if they were selling this to where, oh, Universal, it's Peacock. Oh, Warner Brother Films, it's HBO. I could get my mind around that. But when the films aren't even on the service that's connected to their studio, that's when I was just like, okay, what's the point, man? What's the point?
Yeah, I would say for the most part, though, the most ones you have to get is Netflix, HBO Max, and Hulu.
HBO Max is underrated, bro. I was shocked by their catalog of everything, bro. TV shows
and movies.
Oh my god, I'm like, dude, I was low key. I was when the first time I went through the catalog, I'm like, whoa, and then I kept finding stuff, and I'm like, I have to turn this off. This is too much.
Yeah, HBO Max, Netflix, and Hulu, I would say is a must. Oh, and you said Amazon, so yeah, and then Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, you get those together, your cable might be... It should be cheaper than your cable still, but if you don't got internet with it. So, I mean, if you just got internet, there's no need to have cable. For me, I would just get internet.
No, I still like the premise, but we are getting to a breaking point, a tipping point.
Yes, definitely. And if you want no commercials, then you're adding, with all those shows, you're probably adding another $10.
At least.
Yeah. So, yeah. But other than that.
How you feeling about any of the sports? Any of your basketball teams?
It's up and down still.
Celtics came out of nowhere.
Celtics came out of nowhere. Second half.
The second, dude, it's almost. It
was like right before
All-Star break.
Yeah, right before All-Star break, and then they just kept it going. So yeah,
bro, historic the change.
So it's like Bucks, Heat, Celtics, 76ers, and then Bulls. That's like the top 5, I believe. I don't know which order, but that's the top 5.
Do you have an MVP in your mind, or you really don't care?
I want DeRozan to win it.
He's obviously not.
But I don't think he is, of course. Joker might.
Joker, statistically speaking,
should win it.
Yes.
They might give it to LeBron just because of the age he is and the points he's developing, or the stats he's developing.
Underrated season, but he's not going to win it because the Lakers fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage, bro.
So it's either Joker, Embiid,
or Greek Freak.
Greek Freak. So it's definitely one of those 3 big men.
I think one of the big men from the East are going to win it, but I wish Joker won it because, bro, if you go through his stats, dude, literally every stat he's done is either in the same context as Wilt Chamberlain or has literally never been done before. Yeah. And he's doing this in the Western Conference by himself because his 2 biggest stars have not played a single game this season.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people are just brushing over that. Like, oh, yeah, because I don't know where they finished right now, but last time I checked, they were the 6th seed. And I'm like, bro, the 6th seed by himself. And if you look up his team's record, it's very close. They would be in the top 6 of the East. So I don't know what's the main difference, but hey.
The East just fucking suck.
Yeah. So just to put this in perspective, for the entire league, the top 2 seeds are from the West. 4 of the top 5 seeds are from the West. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7 of the top 11 seeds are from the West.
That's what I'm saying. The West is dominating this year, like completely. And it's like their shittiest team could probably beat the East. I ain't gonna say like the best team, like Bucks or whatever, but they can definitely beat somebody in that top 5.
And this is the craziest
I ain't
part.
gonna say they're shittiest, but
As I was saying, if Denver was in the
East,
East,
they would be dominating.
they would be the 5th seed.
It's ridiculous.
How does a team with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook finish 16 games?
Coaching.
Bro, you can't. Dude, a coach doesn't forget how to coach.
He doesn't, but it's also, you have to not only develop around your star players, but when your star players are out, you need to develop around the players that you have.
But what happens?
That obviously didn't show.
But what happens when management brings in a player that doesn't respect you, and then also brings in a player who?
You saying Westbrook?
Yes, there's a lot of rumors saying that he did not fuck with Vogel from the get-go. And then what are you supposed to do when your supposedly top 5 player in Anthony Davis misses half their fucking regular season?
Yeah. But that's the thing, because you saying that Westbrook didn't like Vogel, but I heard Vogel didn't like Westbrook.
Yeah, because he didn't want Westbrook. He wanted them to trade for Buddy Hield and keep Caruso. Bro, you cannot tell me that would have been a better team. You fixed 2 problems. You fix your shooting and you fix your defense. And both players give you energy.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm a Westbrook fan. But my problem is they brought Westbrook in to be something he's not. Like, that's the thing that pisses me off. This entire season, they were complaining he couldn't shoot, he was too ball dominant, and he could play reckless. When has he showed you anything else in his career?
Yeah. They didn't let Westbrook,
they didn't let him
Westbrook
be him.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, he is ball dominant, but at the same time, him being ball dominant creates plays for others.
Well, this is another thing,
That's how he got his triple-doubles.
The one thing I do blame the coaching for, maybe you somehow get Westbrook to play with the backups much more than he was to start the season. Maybe that would have helped a lot.
Yeah.
Because you remember when he was thriving in Houston and in Washington, it was because it was the main star Harden or Bill was playing more with the first unit, and Westbrook was playing more with the second unit.
Yeah.
And that's where he's giving you your first star time to actually breathe, get a rest.
Yeah.
The overall season, though, I don't know.
I want to see the Suns win.
I do because of Chris Paul. The disrespect Chris Paul has gotten is very.
It's not only that, their team
is a team.
A team. Like, there's no one player that can bring out like everybody. They actually are a team. Like, and they trust each other.
And you know what I like too? Whenever one of their main players doesn't play in a game, be it Chris Paul, Devin Booker,
And they step up.
They step up, but the other players don't overdo their role.
Exactly. They're a team.
Yo, if Monty Williams doesn't win Coach of the Year, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
Because
it's really crazy if he don't.
Because the coach for Cleveland fell off just because of the team, so I can't give it to him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, when you win 64 games in the fashion they did, after last season, people don't understand. It's not easy to just be as good as you were the previous season when you lose in the finals.
But be better.
Yes. And the way they lost 4 straight games in the finals. That is not...
Mm-hmm. Mentally, that's damaging.
No, look at the Atlanta Falcons in football. Look at what happens when you give up such a big lead.
Mm-hmm.
They were leading 2-0 and had a lead in Game 3, and they lost 4 straight.
No, man. If the Suns don't win it, I'm gonna be upset. Like, if they don't make, or I ain't gonna say if they don't win it. If they don't make it to the finals, I'm gonna be upset. But I will say, they are gonna have a hard time with Warriors still.
If they're healthy.
Yeah.
Low-key,
And I didn't expect the Warriors to be this good either.
Well, to be fair,
at the beginning of the season, I should say.
Yes, they've fallen off a lot since their hot stretch. Luka Yo, ever since Porzingis left, they've been top 5 defense, top 5 offense. They've had one of the best records since All-Star break.
I'm actually upset that Porzingis left, but I guess it did work out for them.
It worked out for both of them because Porzingis has actually been doing much better with the Wizards. So,
yeah, that's good.
Sometimes two personalities just don't fit.
It's not only that. Porzingis was fucking injury prone in Dallas.
Bro, I stand by this,
Well, he's
bro.
injury prone in general. But
If he was healthy both years, the Mavericks beat the Clippers, bro.
yeah,
Both years.
yeah, definitely. Porzingis is a great player. He just doesn't know how to fucking stay healthy.
Well, that's the same thing Anthony Davis. You could start making a case that's the same thing for Kevin Durant, bro. Kevin Durant is getting
But Kevin Durant already has accolades. He got scoring titles. He got defense, or he don't have defense player of the year, but he still has defense. He got his rings.
My point is Kevin Durant should have finished a top 5 player all time. That was how great his skills were, bro.
Yeah.
People forget.
I would say he's still top 5 in our generation.
Oh, without a doubt. But I'm just saying, when everything's said and done, he might only finish with 30,000 points when he could have finished with 8,000 more. Because when you start piling up all the games he's missed, bro.
Yeah.
Because people forget he had the foot injury that fucked him up. Then he's had the knees. Then he tore his Achilles. And now, ever since he's been with Brooklyn, if it's not one thing, it's another. It's just, I hate when injuries derail.
Great players.
Yes. Or derail a championship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the worst thing to hear is, oh, would they have still won if this other team had this star, that star? It's like, damn, you don't know. You don't know.
That is true. That is definitely true. Because I hate seeing teams make it to the championship and then
what got them there they no longer have because of an injury.
Because of the injuries or whatever.
And it's like, oh, no wonder your team lost in this playoff game. You didn't have your fucking quarterback. Yeah. Or your center was injured. No wonder your quarterback fumbled twice at the line. You have a backup. I'm not saying I'm not trying to give an excuse, but people don't realize how much chemistry really does matter. Yeah. Especially when it's one of your best players. And sometimes a team is not necessarily good strictly because of coaching. It's a multitude of factors. So if you don't have the top-tier coach, and sometimes even the best coaches in the league, if you have 2-3 injuries to key positions, what can you do? It could
throw off the whole team because it's like that one player could have been doing something to help out the other players.
Yeah, but now they
have their drive.
But now they have to fill this certain role, which might not even suit their character or suit their role.
Right. It's always the worst.
Is there anything you want to end on?
It will not be another month and a half before we record.
To be fair, it was a month. Don't add the extra 2 weeks.
Another month.
Now you're thinking about that Batman time release.
Man. Fuck all the bad stuff that happened in the midst of us. All the good stuff. Thank you.
By the way, I have other bad news that I'm still waiting to because I still need to process the bullshit of it. You probably already have a sense, but
yeah.
Until
next time on
Rhinos
and Aliens. But before I do that, 5 random thrusts real quick. Number 1, make sure you like this video. I forgot to say that in the beginning, so make sure you go ahead and do that.
To be fair, we're rusty.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But I think for our rusty machine, we were sliding pretty on smooth.
Yeah. Number 2. I'm rusty. I definitely forgot what's number 2. Subscribe.
Oh, yes. I'm like, what is number 2?
Subscribe to the channel, guys. Number 3, hit that bell.
Ring a ding ding.
Yes, sir. So you can get all of our notifications whenever we post them. Number 4, make sure you go ahead and share on every social media. We are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and also on locals.com.
So which will and is in the link. I mean, in the description with the link.
Yeah. Right. It's in the description. Go ahead and click that link. And if you guys also want to contribute any type of financial aid towards us to help us,
greatly appreciated.
It will be greatly appreciated. Number 5, make sure.
I miss this, baby. And you just don't go in a little. No. You go, and then you just thrust and thrust. Now,
Yeah.
Now you're good. Do your thing. I just wanted to.
Go ahead and comment on that. What the hell was, yeah. Comment on that. But other than that, that is it from Rhinos and Aliens. It is me, the Don Dada of all Dons. This is my conclusion to the show. And bitch, I love you.
LLPH.
Cadoodle.
Peace.
Just a friendly reminder, guys. Hit the subscribe button in this corner. And then for the newest video. Then for the most recommended. And then for our famous dick pic.